Guys, tell me why about an hour and a half ago, okay, I just got done filling out and submitting two job applications for federal positions in San Diego, California, okay? They said that I needed a secret security clearance, which I have, okay? I'm still active duty military until November, so, I'm trying to put these job applications out in my resume. Why, when I was on my second job application, I'm filling it out, I received an email to my Gmail account stating that, you know what, not even 10 minutes after I submitted my first job application, talking about how, you know, your resume just does not fulfill the basic requirements of this job position. I'm just like, are y'all serious? Like, damn, they ain't even give me a chance. I ain't get no Zoom meeting. I ain't get no telecommunication. I ain't get a phone call. I ain't even get a job interview. Y'all just said like, nope, you don't qualify. I guess what they're saying is true. The job market is cooked, but also, guys, Indiana fever may just be cooked as well. Because why? Not even just 3 hours ago. I'm on Twitter, okay? It's just been 3 hours that's updated, okay? Just 3 hours ago, the WNBA's power rankings for our current 2025 season has officially been updated. And why in the world, how in the world is Indiana Fever now ranked number 8? Yes, they are officially now ranked number 8 in the 13 teams, okay? They are 8th in the power ranking. That means they are dead last when it comes to getting into the playoffs, okay? Right below them is now none other than Los Angeles Sparks. And this has left me, as well as everybody else who's maybe a fan of the Indiana Fever, fan of the WNBA, no matter the teams, what in the world is going on? I believe it wasn't even that long ago. I might be tripping. I know they were ranked number 6 for some time, right? But I believe they was ranked number 5 a couple weeks ago, and they just keep slipping. And it's like, when we see what's going on, I'm seeing a lot of frustration, mainly towards Stephanie White, who is the current head coach of the Indiana Fever. In my opinion, it's not right to like just blame everything on her. Okay, yes, she is the head coach. She's the captain of the ship. Okay, but to me, again, Stephanie White is a top tier coach. I don't care what y'all say. And people just on Twitter talking about like when it came out that they have slipped down to rank number 8, and again like the upcoming schedule for them is not getting easier. Okay, they may not actually make it into the playoffs. Okay, if they can't keep it together, if they don't get Caitlin Clark back, that's what I'm saying. Again, I understand it's unfair. I'm sure she's frustrated, okay, just watching on the sidelines helplessly because of that groin injury that she's been experiencing now for weeks, now months, right? She's been out of the game. And I talked about this in a previous video of mine. I said out of all the teams in the WNBA, everybody getting hit, everybody getting licked up, okay, everybody getting lit up with these injuries. But out of all the teams in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever has been getting hit by the injury bug, okay? And Quita Love Sports, she was just talking about this morning about, all the injuries, and it got me thinking. And then, of course, when it came to this video, it got me thinking. And, of course, I just saw that the WNBA's power rankings has just officially been updated, and now the Indiana Fever is now ranked number 8. And people are saying, like, that playoff contending spot, that playoff spot for them may very well be compromised, and that the Sparks might just take it, okay, if they don't stay strong, if they don't get Caitlin Clark back. But again, it's like you got Erin McDonald, she's out for the rest of the season, along with Sydney Carlson, along with Sophie Cunningham. It's been somebody else. I could have swore. Who else? I can't even think of it right now. But they just acquired Aerial Powers. They just required Petty. I forgot her first name. And like they keep on trying to recruit these women to keep up with the roster because everybody, it seems like half the freaking Indiana Fever is injured. Okay, shout out to Kelsey Mitchell, she's been holding it down. Shout out to Leah Boston, she's been holding it down. Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, she was holding it down when she could, but now again she's out for the rest of the season. It's just ridiculousness. But in this upcoming weeks, okay, let me just share with you a little bit of schedule that the Indiana Fever has. This is why I'm sorry, but again, I don't want to rush nobody with their healing, their journeys, mainly Caitlin Clark. But the Indiana Fever desperately needs Caitlin Clark because tomorrow at 7 o'clock I'll be here on my channel to call that game. The Fever has to take on the Seattle Storm again. Now the Seattle Storm right now, as it relates to the WNBA power rankings, they are now ranked number 6. They are 20-18, meaning they have 20 wins, 18 losses. The Indiana Fever, again, they are ranked number 8. They have 19 wins, 18 losses. Now the Golden State Valkyries, they're now ranked number 7. Okay? Fever takes on Seattle Storm tomorrow, and then come Sunday, they take on the Valkyries at their home court. That's not going to be an easy task. This Friday, or not this Friday, Friday, September 5th, they will be taking on my bum Chicago Sky. That's an easy meal for them. They ain't even got to worry. I ain't got to worry, right? And then Friday, August 29th, they have to meet up with the LA Sparks in California. Tuesday, September 2nd, they have to meet up with like ranked number 4, the Phoenix Mercury at the Phoenix Mercury's home court. And then Sunday, September 7th, they have to take on the Washington Mystics at their home court. They have on the road games, okay? These upcoming 5 out of the 6 games are on the road. Will Caitlin Clark return? Will she be able to, make an impact and come back into the game and try to just keep them in the playoffs? Again, not just win a championship, not make it to the semifinals, the finals. Can Caitlin Clark make a comeback? Can we see her actually come back to this game, heal up, become whole again, and actually affect her team and guide them and lead them alongside Kelsey Mitchell, alongside Aaliyah Boston, and everybody else who was still, somewhat healthy? The new girls, Aerial Powers, etc., etc. Because if not, this is looking really bad. And I understand, obviously, guys, listen, I'm a fan of the Chicago Sky. That's my number 1 team. I understand what it's like to have a terrible coach. Listen to me. Y'all ain't got to worry. Stephanie White is not a terrible coach. Does she make mistakes? Yes. Has she made mistakes? Yes. But for y'all to be like just be coming at her, blaming Stephanie White, saying that she's sabotaging the Fever, she's sabotaging Clark. Y'all said the same thing last season. But Coach Christy Sides. Now, mind you, last season, right now, let me see if we can compare and contrast again. Last season, in the 2024 WNBA season, it was only 40 games. It was only 40 games. This season is 44. And in the last season, okay, for the Indiana Fever, they broke even. They were 20-20. They took 20 wins, they gave 20 losses. Right now, they are 19-18. And they got 6 more games upcoming to go. 5 of those 6 games are on the road. Now, again, they need Caitlin Clark, and they need her now. Okay, they need her to make a miracle and turn this mess around, because it's just so unfair. That's why I say, like, these injuries are just so unfair, because it leaves that question of what if. Like, what if Caitlin Clark didn't have a groin injury? She was able to participate in the WNBA All-Star games, participate in all these games. What if Sophie Cunningham wasn't out? Arian McDonald, hell, even Sydney Colson, even though let's be honest, she ain't much offensively. But let's just say, like, she has better defensive mechanisms. And it's like it just leaves that question of what if or what could have been if this didn't happen, i.e. these injuries. Again, the WNBA's power rankings as currently, guys, through August 24th games. Number 1, of course, is Minnesota. Number 2, Atlanta Dream. Again, they keeping on a come up. I'm going to keep saying it. Number 3, Las Vegas Aces. They're not playing. Number 4 is Phoenix Mercury. Number 5, the New York Liberty. The Liberty Losers. They have fallen from God's grace. They are now number 5 in the power rankings. Number 6 is Seattle Storm. Number 7, we got the Golden State Valkyries. Number 8, Indiana Fever. Number 9, we have the LA Sparks. Again, I wouldn't mind seeing them shake things up. I want to see the Sparks get into the playoffs, okay? They might be able to do it. Again, the Fever can't keep it together. Number 10, the Washington Mystics. Number 11, the Connecticut Sun. Damn. Number 12, my Chicago Sky. Womp, womp, womp. And number 13, poor Paige Beckers. Number 13th in the WNBA Power Rankings is none other than the Dallas Wings. Wings. Chris Cole-Clandis, how dare you? Now, if y'all want to blame coaches, look at my Tyler Marsh. Look at the Dallas Wings. Chris Cole-Clandis. They have mishandled these players. Okay, and it's like, again, when you see, this is the difference, okay? Me as a Chicago Sky fan, I can tell you what's wrong with us. Our GM ain't worth 2 pennies. Tyler Marsh, he ain't worth 2 pennies. Our roster ain't worth 2 pennies. Now, when I look at the Indiana Fever, they're competent, they're strong, they're efficient, they're fast-paced, they're youthful. You got Kelsey Mitchell, she's half ninja, half Power Ranger. You got Caitlin Clark, you got Sophie Cunningham, you got all these people, these wonderful, young, talented women. But unfortunately, they got bit by the injury bug, okay? It is what it is. Unfortunately, these things are just not in our control, rather, not out of our control. They're not in our control. And again, to me, Stephanie White, again, she's human. She makes mistakes, but we can't put all the blame, even half the blame, on Stephanie White. Again, I believe if the Indiana Fever were healthy this season, they would be ranked a little bit higher than what they already are. But unfortunately, they are dead last now in the playoff contending rankings. And again, they have 6 games upcoming. And it's like, what is the contingency plan? Now, this is where Coach Stephanie White has to step up. You have to make a contingency plan, which, in my opinion, she has. She's been trying. Her and the GM, the entire Indiana Fever staff, because if they hadn't, they wouldn't have got Arian McDonald for, Caitlin Clark to take over for Caitlin Clark when she got injured. They wouldn't have got Arian McDonald. They wouldn't have got Aerial Powers, Petty, etc., etc. They are doing the best they can, but it's like, again, the circumstance. And it's like, we still don't have a timetable. Caitlin Clark, she seemed like she ain't saying nothing. She almost looks contempt with, like, just being on the sidelines. It's like something very eerie is going on. in this current WNBA season. Something is off. It's like a dark cloud over the girls, over all these teams. And it's just, I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good when I hear all these injuries. I just can't take no more. Even like the Atlanta Dream creeping up, I'm happy for them, but it's just something so odd about seeing the Atlanta Dream ranked higher over Vegas, ranked higher over the New York Liberty, the defending champions. Like, something is just very off about this season. Guys, tell me what y'all think below in the comments. Tell me, do you believe that the Indiana Fever can stay strong and maintain just that number 8 or just that playoff contending position and spot, period, no matter what it is? And do you believe Stephanie White is so-called the blame? Again, a lot of people just be coming and bashing her on Twitter. I don't agree with that. But also, like, what do you think is the contingency plan? What is plan B when plan A doesn't work? What can the Indiana Fever do to keep and maintain that playoff contending position, rather, that spot, that roster spot? What can the Indiana Fever do to stay playoff strong? Comment down below.